Yeah, hi, it's the 31st of March 2018 at 3:15 p.m. I get no end of comments from guys saying, why are you sending money to women, you moron? And I mean, fair enough. I guess when you only come in and you see one or two vids or half a vid or something like that, it's so typical, the same as in rooms. People read a comment or say, you moron, you arsehole. They have absolutely no understanding of anything. They just read a few words and immediately start hurling around the abuse. Situation has changed quite a bit in business, for those of you who don't realise. Gone are the days where you need all this knowledge to set up a web page, even a multi-site web page. They've all gone. You can do it for under $50. Anybody can do it. You don't need any programming knowledge, any design knowledge, anything like that. You can get help from YouTube. It explains how to do everything. And it takes, when you're working with WordPress, for example, it takes maybe, I don't know, if you follow a good vid, about half an hour before you get the hang of it. And then you start realising, this is similar to Microsoft Publisher, for example. Where you just set everything up and you've just drag and drop stuff into it. It's very, very easy. And you don't need a fortune in capital. It's like I do things now that I guess even 5 years ago would have cost millions. Now it costs $50. That's how much the situation's changed. All right, and all you need are the ideas and the concepts to go with it, and you can start generating an income from right where you're sitting. You're not necessarily selling product or anything else like that. It's just a whole different way of thinking. It's all new, and it's basically a whole new paradigm. And I'd say as we go more and more toward automation, this is where it'll be going. You'll have a choice. You'll be accepting what's that, universal standard income or some basic income, so much per week, and that's it. You just get that printed off and paid to you, or you can create your own business, your own world. And clearly, the place to do that is in cyberworld, which is what I'm just a very early adopter of of that process, and that's actually what's happening. So yeah, the money is not a gift to women, and I'm not interested in sex with them. Someone even said, I find Asian women sexless, unemotional, and opportunistic. I thought, yeah, well, you might as well describe me, because that's how I am in business. I'm not here. It's not an emotional thing. There's no sex involved, and I'm looking for opportunity. Yeah, so they're no different to me. And for Asians, life is a business. I find dealing with them better because they're more serious about it. Whereas I talk to Western women, they're just all over the place, and still very much in the wages paradigm. Employment, employer, employee, that sort of paradigm, which that's fine, okay, but it's no good to me, because I've moved into online paradigm, a new world. And I think on top, with all of that as well, I think about, I feel like I'm in conflict with your attitudes, a lot of your attitudes. And I think also I've changed there as well, because I don't look at women the same way. You're all saying they want to use you, and they're just, this and that and something else. Well, I'm a mutualist. Okay, so if they're not putting in effort, or if they're not contributing something, or if I can't get, I'll put it to you bluntly, if I can't get something out of them, I don't bother talking to them. Okay, if we can't do business together, if we can't be of benefit to one another, I'm not talking about parasiting off them. I'm talking about a win-win situation. If they're not prepared to do that, then I just can't be bothered with them. If they want to parasite off me, nah. Or they just want to, just chat or something, I've got no interest. I haven't got the time or the inclination for it anymore. Because typically what happens in that situation is you just end up losing. So, yeah, it might not be direct parasiting. It might be, it could be at best. What's the first? First of the, hang on, I've got them written down here in symbiotic relationships. Yeah, commensalism. Yeah, where commensalism refers to, the birds that sit on the back of cows, or the little fish that sit on sharks, and just, follow them around. They don't actually eat them. Yeah, maybe they eat the bugs off the back of them or something. Yeah, it's commensalism, which I guess is, a friendly relationship. Uh, I'd rather not risk it with Western women. In all honesty, I find the experience with Western women is uh, typically unpleasant and typically draws energy from me. I find with Asian women, my relationships with them are more pleasant, but yeah, they can be parasitic as well. But yeah, but when I'm talking about sending money, yeah, it's an investment. It's a tiny investment. I mean, you can set up a restaurant or a bar or something in real. You're risking probably anything up to $1 million, $2 million or something. I'm talking about risking $100, $200. It's nothing. Okay, and it can actually generate a good return. But it's yeah, but look, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but I will minimise the risk. But yeah, that's what you can do. You can actually set up international businesses for a few $100s. You just have to have the right concept. And if you can crack it, yeah, you've got a market of millions. For a few $100s. So, I'm afraid when I hear those comments, I shake my head and just think, well, you either have no understanding of what I'm doing, or you've just come in and you've heard a few words and you're a bloody idiot, you're doing it, which is fairly typical. But you'll find that you'll be in the same boat in a few years' time. and you'll be having to take risks, because for example, how do you break into the Asian market? And that's where it's at. That's where the growing market is, Asia. How do you break into it? How do you sort of get typically you don't meet many Asian men online. You meet a lot of Asian women, and sooner or later you get to meet a few smarter ones, and you start to get a sense of what's going on there. I mean, you can always go there, I suppose. Yeah, that's an option. I'd find that'd be too close for me. I don't want to be that close to it. I get caught up in it there. No, I like the distance. I like being here at a distance, and then work it out. Yeah, maybe once I get things established, I'll go there. But I'd much rather be at a distance. But that's just my business philosophy. Okay. Yeah, but that's just I guess that won't explain anything to most, because you're not there yet. You don't understand the new paradigm, but it's here. It's alive and kicking. Yeah, and WordPress is so yeah. You've got other really basic, like GoDaddy and Wix and all that sort of thing. They're very lightweight web pages. Yeah, but if you WordPress isn't difficult, offers you so much more, and the plugins. Oh, you've got thousands of them. Most are free. If you really want it up it, you might pay for a better one. Depending on what you need, but it's all there. You can do anything. You can build anything. Yeah, okay, it might be a bit rough, and what you do is, if your concept works, then you get a graphics designer to redesign it to that platform that you're on, and you just plug it in, or go on Upworks or something and get somebody to do it. And you're talking about maybe all up $1,000, to build a web page. Then, with something that's been professionally designed, you're talking about $1,000. I talk to people who, you need to spend $30,000-$40,000 for it. No, you don't. Load of rubbish. Get a concept to work, and you'll know if it's sort of taking or it's not taking. Yeah, and once it starts, then you get it tarted up. It's so simple. A makeover. Yeah, web design costs you maybe $500. Good one. You can get cheaper ones than that, but a good one would be probably $500. You can pay more if you wanted to, but yeah, that's how it works. Then you go to Upworks and get all your page speeds done and all that sort of thing. Yeah, but if you're doing business with people, yeah, you've got to take a bit of a risk on them. $100, $200. Yeah, I'm going to lose more in Bitcoin than that. I've only got a very tiny exposure to that. Yeah, so that's how it is, guys. But my attitude toward women is now, no, it's more mutualistic. It's more, well, if we can't do business together, if I can't benefit from you and you can't benefit from me, let's not even waste one another's time even bothering to talk. It's just a risk for no reason. Anyway, good talking to you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.